don't know if anybody's in here yet, but if you are, hello. Good morning. Hi, Miranda. We're going to start at 10 o'clock, which is in like 1 minute. Good morning. Okay, let's start. All right, let's start off with some breaths in a comfortable seated position. Today I have a hand mudra I want you to do. So I want you to take your ring finger, fold it down to the base of your thumb. Tuning in from Canada, wow! Thanks for coming. Take your ring finger, fold it down to the base of your thumb. Then take your thumb, bring it to your knuckle. And then just let your hands rest on your knees. This is supposed to activate fire and energy in your body. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Take a second deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. One more full deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And come back to your natural breath. We're taking a few moments, just like we do with every class, preparing our minds and our bodies for a great practice and a great day. And as you're sitting here, just try to release the tension in the shoulders, release the facial expression and space between the eyebrows. Spending some time here with our breath. Just a few moments of mindfulness before we start our practice. And if you would like to, feel free to set an affirmation or an intention for your practice, for your day, for your week. And those affirmations can start with I am, I will, or I choose. Anything that you feel will help you with your practice or help you in your life. And breathe in that positive affirmation. Breathe out any fear, any doubt, any worry. And on your next inhale, you can release those fingers. Let the hands rest on the knees. We'll start warming our body up, starting with a nice tall straight back. All we're doing is starting to rotate our head to the right side. Inhaling back and exhaling forward. Just moving with your breath. Using as much of the neck space as is comfortable for you. Letting go of some of the tension we're holding in our shoulders and in our neck. Let's do one more time to the right side. Switch directions, move to the left. Same thing. Inhale back, exhale forward. Two more times to the left. And bring your head back to neutral. Place your hands on the shoulders. I'm going to roll the shoulders back. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Moving with our breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. Couple more times moving backwards. This is the same thing. Roll your shoulders forward. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. Couple more times. Bring your shoulders back to neutral. Let me get back here on my yoga mat so you can see me. And from here, we'll inhale our arms up. Interlace the fingers, push them towards the ceiling, lengthening through that spine. Exhale, release your right arm down. Bring your left arm up and over your ear. Right forearm could come down to the ground if you're comfortable there. Take a big inhale as you come to the center. Exhale, lower your left arm down. Right arm comes up and over the ear. Left forearm can come down to the ground if you like. Inhale back up to center. Interlace those fingers. Push the palms away again. Exhale, release the hands. Start twisting towards your right side as you bring your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Right fingertips face the back wall, and then you'll bring your gaze over this back shoulder. Take an inhale, come back up to the center. Interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release the hands. Start twisting to the left. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Left fingertips face the back wall. Look over your back shoulder again. Take an inhale, come back up to center. Interlace those fingers, push the palms away again. Exhale, release those hands down towards your mat. We'll plant our right hand down on the ground beside us as we drop our left ear to our left shoulder. Then we take our left hand, very gently rest it on the side of your head. Our left hand is just creating a weight to deepen our stretch on the right side. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand very gently rest on the side of the head. Let's release the right hand. Let's inhale both arms up again. Interlacing those fingers, pushing the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, interlace the fingers behind you. Rolling those shoulders back, nice open chest. Chin lifts up towards the sky. Take some nice breaths here with your open chest. We'll release those arms out to our sides. Inhale. Exhale, cross right arm over left. Grabbing either shoulder, tall straight back. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Take an inhale, bring those arms back out wide. Exhale, cross left over right, grabbing either shoulder. Tuck your chin down to your chest again. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release those shoulders. Bring first finger and thumb together. I want you to take the pinkies, stick them together, and then the hands will roll off of each other as they roll towards your body. Let's let out those crackles and pops in our wrists and in our shoulders. And do the same thing, roll them the opposite way. Release the fingers. Hands come to heart center with an inhale. Exhale, let the hands press into each other as they lower down towards the hips. Stretching those fingers and the inside of those wrists some more. Take an inhale. Exhale, release those hands. Let's come up in table position on our yoga mat. Bringing the knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. And we'll work into some cat-cow. All I would like for you to do is round your spine, tuck your tailbone under, tuck your chin down to your chest. Then you'll roll those shoulders back, inhale the chin up, flip the tailbone upward. So you take an inhale here in your cow pose, and you exhale down to your cat pose. Moving in and out of those two positions with your breath, moving at your own pace. Couple more times. Bring your spine back to neutral. And since we're doing some vinyasa today, let's stretch out our shoulders. Taking an inhale, extending the right arm out to the side. Exhale, flip the palm upward as you bring it behind the left arm, and then you'll lower your right ear and right shoulder down towards the ground. You can keep your head planted on the ground, or you can take this left arm and bend it behind your back. Let's come back up to table position and do the same thing on the other side. Extend the left arm out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm upward, bring it behind the right arm. Left ear, left shoulder come down towards the ground. Feel free to bend this right arm behind your back if you like. Take your right hand, bring it back down to the ground if it's not already there. Come back up to table position. Let's come back to child's pose for a couple moments. Bring those big toes together, sit back on the heels, extend the arms out in front. Lower the forehead down towards your mat. And then if you want to, while you're down in your child's pose, you can kind of sway from one side to the other. Just finding some movement here. And find stillness back in the center. Float your body back up to table position. And before we get started, just remember if at any time you need a rest, you could come down to child's pose. You can just have a seat. So don't feel compelled that if you're feeling overwhelmed or if you're feeling like a position is not comfortable for you that you can't take a break. So feel free to take a break at any moment. So let's make our way up to our first down dog. Tucking those toes under, lifting the hips up and back. Pressing our chest towards our thighs. Pressing our heels towards the ground. Letting our head and neck relax down. If you watch some of my other videos, you know if you're not quite ready to be up in full down dog, that you can always modify down on the knees with your arms extended out, come into puppy pose. This looks like this. So whichever one works for your body, just pick which one works for you. And if you're up and down dog, go ahead and pedal those feet out. Stretching these hamstrings and these calves. Let's make our way up to a standing position, bringing our gaze up in between our hands. We'll start to walk our feet up behind those hands, one step at a time. We'll lower down to a forward fold. Let's have a deep bend in the knees here and rest our chest down on our thighs. And go ahead and grab those elbows as well. Letting that head fall down and then kind of rocking side to side. Release those elbows. Let's come up to a standing position. Bring those arms with you. Inhaling up. Hands meet at the top. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. We're going to warm up with one sun salutation A and one sun salutation B. So we're standing at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Let's bring our hands down to our sides with our palms facing outward. Rock back and forth from the balls of the feet to the heels, feeling nice and grounded in your mountain pose. Soft, juicy knees. Inhale those arms up. Small back bend here, let the head fall back. Exhale, fall down to your forward fold. Letting those hands come to the ground or grabbing those elbows. Inhale up for a half lift, nice flat tabletop back. Fingertips are on the ground or hands come to the shins. Inhale. Exhale, put the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to a plank position. Pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, come over those wrists a little bit as you lower down for chaturanga. You can lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly. Let's bring the tops of those feet flat and roll up to up dog. Straightening those elbows out, shoulders roll down and back. Chin is slightly lifted and thighs are slightly engaged. Inhale in your up dog. Exhale, make your way back to your down dog or your puppy pose, whichever one. Take a few cleansing breaths here, maybe 3 breaths. We'll take our gaze, bring it up in between the hands. Take those feet, step or jump them up behind the wrists again. Inhale back up to your half lift, that nice flat back. Exhale, fall down to your forward fold. Inhale, roll up, bring those arms with you. Hands at the top, small back bend here. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Good. Now we'll move into Sun Salutation B, adding a few steps onto our Sun Salutation A. Sweep those arms up, inhale. This time I want you to pull your belly button back towards your spine. Get really grounded, bringing your weight into your heels. And we'll sit down into our imaginary chair. Again, shifting the weight into your heels, should be able to wiggle those toes. Let's straighten those legs out. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, fall back down to your forward fold. Inhale up for your half lift. Exhale, plant the hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, puppy pose or down dog. Take about 3 breaths here. Let's walk that left foot in a half step and we'll extend our right leg straight up and back. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring our right foot up in between our hands. So you can bring your right knee into your chest, stepping that foot up. Or if you need to come down to the knees first, that's fine. Rotate the back heel down flat. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight as we inhale up to a warrior 1. Chest is square at that front knee. Right knee is nice and aligned over our ankle. Let's reach back a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. Stepping that right foot back. We'll come to plank. We'll move through our Vinyasa again, lowering down for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, make your way back to puppy pose or down dog. Take some breaths. Let's walk our right foot in a half step as we extend this left leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up in between the hands. Back heel rotates down flat. Inhale up to warrior 1 on this side. Reach back a little bit. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. Step that left foot back, come to plank. We'll move to our Vinyasa again. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more breath here. Let's bring our gaze up in between our hands. Step or jump those feet up behind the hands. Inhale up to your half lift. Exhale, lower down to your forward fold. Roll up, bring those arms with you. Inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button back, shift the weight into the heels, come back down to your chair pose. Inhale, straighten those legs out, small back bend. Exhale the hands to heart center. Good. We're going to make our way down towards our mat. Inhale those arms up again. Exhale, swan dive down towards the toes. Let's put our hands in front of the feet and step straight back to our down dog. Take a couple breaths in your down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Let's make our way down to our knees, come into table position. We're just going to do some fire hydrants here, or what's also known as tiger pose. There's a bunch of different variations. Again, wrists are underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And this time we're going to extend our right leg back, keeping our knee at a 90-degree angle and our foot flexed. Pausing at the top, maybe squeezing the glute at the top. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. We'll do that a few more times. Bring that foot back again, 90-degree angle. Come down. All right, we're at number 3. We'll do 2 more. 4 and 5. Lower down. Let's do that on the other side. Left knee comes back, foot is flexed. Squeeze that glute at the top. Lower down. All right, number 2. 3. 4 and 5. Let's do the same thing, except we're going to move our leg out to the side, moving our knee out to the side. So this looks like this. And we're at 1. 2. Don't hold your breath. 3. 4. One more. 5. Same thing on the other side. We're at 1. 2. 3. 4 and 5. If you need a little break right now, feel free to come down to your child's pose. I'm getting a little hot, so I'm taking my sweatshirt off here. Let's just take a breath or 2 in our child's pose. And shift our weight forward. From here, we're going to move up to our down dog. Feel free to stay in your puppy pose if you need to. Tuck those toes under, lift the hips up and back. Let's walk that left foot in a half step as we extend this right leg straight back. Let's bend at our right knee and look up under this right armpit, scorpioning our dog. Holding it here. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Bring the knee into the chest as you bring that right foot up in between those hands. Let's come down on that left knee, staying up on the toe. Extend those arms up for a low lunge. Feel free to really sink down into your low lunge here. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring our palms facing outward as we bend at these elbows. Opening our chest up here. Take an inhale, extend those arms back up. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. Now, if you're not on that back toe, go ahead and get up on that back toe, and I want you to lift your knee off the ground. If you're not comfortable with doing that, feel free to keep your knee on the ground. And we'll sweep our arms up as we come to a crescent lunge. Really working that front thigh here, working that hamstring, working that quad, the glutes even. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to either side of the foot. I want you to straighten this front leg. Lower this back heel down flat. Make a line from this front heel to the inside arch of the back foot. And if you can, go ahead and lower your chest down towards this front leg for pyramid. You can keep your hands down on either side, or you can take those arms, grab either elbow behind your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down on either side of the foot. We're going to step our left foot up to meet the right as we fall down to a forward fold. It's an opportunity to take a breath or two here. And now from here, I want you to bend those knees, bringing those thighs parallel with your mat. Sweep these arms up for a chair pose. If you want to challenge, you can bring the gaze up in between the hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands back down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to a plank position. From here, we'll move through our Vinyasa. You can always skip your Vinyasa if you're not feeling it at the time. Chaturanga, Cobra inhale. Exhale, we'll make our way back to down dog or puppy pose. And take some breaths here. Taking a moment to catch your breath. I'm taking a moment to catch mine. Let's take an inhale, walk that right foot in a half step. Left leg extends up and back. Bending at the knee, looking up under that left armpit. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee into the chest. Step the foot up in between the hands. Trying to stay up on the back toe. Lowering the right knee down. Sweeping those arms up for a low lunge. Feel free to deepen that bend in that front knee if you like. Inhale. Exhale, let the palms face outward. Bend at those elbows. Inhale those arms back up. Exhale, bring a hand down on either side of the foot. Coming up off that back knee, if you're comfortable doing that, and sweeping those arms up for a crescent lunge. Feel free to keep that back knee down if you need to. Then inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot again. Rotate this back heel down flat. Straighten this front leg as much as you can. If there's a slight bend, that's still okay. Lowering your chest down for pyramid pose. If you want, feel free to grab those elbows behind your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down on either side of the foot. Take that right foot, step it up to meet the left as we come down to forward fold. Let's bend at those knees. Bring those thighs parallel with the ground. Sweep those arms up. Come to chair pose. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down in front of the feet. Step or jump back to plank. Let's move through our Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Cobra inhale. Make your way back to down dog or puppy pose. If you need a break, feel free to come down to child's pose. Couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, let's walk that left foot in a half step again. Extend that right leg back on the inhale. This time, I want you to come forward to a plank position as you bring the knee into your chest. Maybe your nose touches the knee. Then come back out. Inhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale forward, knee to chest. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Good. This time, go ahead and bring that foot up in between the hands. Back heel rotates down flat and we'll come up to warrior 2. So windmill that left arm up, around, and back. Right arm is in front, left is in back. Knee is nice and aligned over our ankle. And we'll check the alignment of our arms as well. Now from here, flip that front palm upward, resting the forearm above the knee. We bring this left arm up and over. And if you're comfortable with it, you can let this right hand come down to the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring both hands down on either side of the foot. We're going to move into a standing split. So all I want you to do is shift your weight into that front foot. Bring that left leg back as much as you can. Even if it's just like this, I'm okay with that. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower that back foot back down. Making that nice line again from the front heel to the inside arch of the back foot. Making our way back to a warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower this back hand down. Bring this right arm front, up and back. Reach one more time. Inhale. Exhale, windmill those hands down on either side of the foot. Step that right foot back as you come to plank. And we'll move through our Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Coming back to down dog. Take a breath. Walk that right foot in a half step. Extend that left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Bring the knee to the chest. You can do this down in puppy pose too. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward one last time. Go ahead and step that foot up in between the hands. Rotate that back heel down flat. Right arm windmills up, around, and back for warrior two on this side. Check those arms. Flip that front palm upward as you rest the forearm above the knee. Right arm comes up and over the ear. If you want to bring this left hand down on the inside of the foot, you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring a hand down on either side of the foot. Shifting your weight into this front leg. Lifting this back leg off the ground as much as you like. It can be a little or it can be a lot. Inhale. Exhale, lower this back foot back down. Making our way back to warrior two. I know this front thigh is burning, that's okay. We're gonna breathe through it. Inhale. Exhale, lower this back hand down, left arm scoops up and back for reverse warrior. One more inhale. Exhale, windmill those hands down on either side of the foot. Step this left foot back. Come to plank. Uttara Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Cobra inhale. Make your way to down dog or puppy pose. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, let's drop down to those knees. We'll do a little bit more ab work and then we'll start to cool our body down. All I want you to do is take your right arm, extend it out in front. Take your left leg, extend it back. If you're not quite balanced enough for arm and leg, you can just do your leg. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Let's do the other side. Left arm, right leg. Good. And lower. Inhale, other side. And lower. Left side again, left arm, right leg. And lower down. I'm going to do this again, except we're going to add another step. Again, if you're not comfortable with your arm and your leg, just do your leg. We'll do right arm, left leg. Then I want you to move them out to the side. Really working our core here. Come back to center and lower. Left arm, right leg. Move them out to the side. Back to center. And lower. Right arm, left leg. Move them out to the side. Back to center. And lower. We're trying to keep our core as still and solid here as possible. Left arm, right leg. Out to the side. And lower. Let's bring those big toes together. Sit back on those heels as we come to child's pose. Lowering the forehead down. Now to slow your breathing down a little bit here. And let's take our hands and start to walk them over to the right side of our yoga mat. You can even let that left hand come on top of that right hand as you lower it back down into child's pose. And let's take those hands, walk them over to the left. Right hand could come on top of left if you like. Take those hands, walk them back to the middle. Let's float our body up. We'll come to a kneeling position. And if you need to protect your knees, feel free to fold your yoga mat to make some cushion up under your knees. From here, we'll come into camel pose, and we'll give you a couple options for camel pose. Option one, you can grab either elbow, resting the forearms on the hips here, and just letting that head fall back as the hips push forward a little bit. Option two, kind of the same thing, you could extend those arms back. Option three, you can take your hands, bring them on the heels, fingertips are pointing towards your toes, and you push those hips forward, using those heels as support. So whichever one of those three works for you, you'll pick which one, and we'll go ahead and move into camel pose. Taking a couple more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, we'll make our way down to a seated forward bend. We'll just come to a seated position, extend those legs out in front. Nice tall straight back as we inhale those arms up, elongating the spine. Exhale, bending at those hips. And letting those hands just fall as far as they're able to fall. Don't feel compelled to be able to reach your feet. If your hands are just resting on your shins or ankles, that still works. Taking some breaths. Take a couple more breaths. Let's roll back up to a seated position. From here, I want you to take your hands, plant them down on your sides. I'm going to give you a couple options for our next pose. Option one, we'll just press into those hands, lifting those hips up as much as you can. Option two, you can lift those hips up even more, making a ramp from the shoulders down towards your heels. And then, if you feel like you want to add some dynamic movement, you can lift those knees into your chest, one at a time. Hold for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Good. Let's keep that left leg extended out in front as we bend into our right knee. We'll step this right foot over our left leg. Left arm, same side as extended leg, extends up towards the sky, and then we'll twist towards our bent knee. Letting that elbow come on the outside of the knee, our right fingertips will face the wall behind us, and we'll look over our right shoulder. Feel free to stay here. If you want a little more and it's accessible to you, you can bend at the knee, just adding a little more onto this pose. Only if that's comfortable on your knee and on your hip. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Let's extend those legs back out in front. This time we'll bend at the left knee, stepping it over the right leg. Right arm extends up towards the sky, and we'll twist towards our left knee. Elbow comes on the outside of the knee. Left fingertips face the back wall, and we'll bring our gaze over our back shoulder. Option to bend at the other knee as well. Couple more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, move back to center. Let's come down to our back. Let's just hug our knees into our chest. Rocking side to side here. Massaging that lower back. Feel free to move those knees in a circle. Let's release our knees and bring the feet flat on the ground. We'll take our left ankle, cross it on top of our right knee. Both hands can grab behind the right thigh as you pull it in towards your chest. And if you're not quite flexible yet in the hip, just resting your ankle on top of your knee might be just enough for you. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release the thigh. Uncross the ankle. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Again, you can stay here, or both hands can grab behind the left thigh as you pull it in towards your chest. Take a couple more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the thigh. Let's extend both legs flat onto the ground. Hands rest at your sides. And I want you to bend at your right knee as you pull it into your chest. Go ahead and lift your head as you touch your nose to your knee. Just extend that spine. Take that right arm, bring it out to the side. Left hand pulls the right knee across your body, over to the left. Try to keep those shoulders as square with the ground as possible. And your gaze can be straight up to the ceiling, or you can look over this extended arm. Take a couple more breaths. And we'll move our knee back to the center and extend our leg back on the ground. Let's hug our left knee into our chest. Lift the head up, touch the nose to the knee to elongate the spine. Then resting the head back down, we'll take our right hand, pulling our left knee over to the right. Left arm extends out to the side. Gaze is up towards the ceiling or over the extended arm. Take a couple more breaths here. Let's hug our knees into our chest. Then I want you to just rest those arms to the side and extend those feet up towards the ceiling, pushing the heels towards the ceiling. Kind of getting some of those toxins that may have settled down into our feet back into our bloodstream so we can get rid of them. Take the knees, hug them into the chest one last time. And then we'll make our way into Shavasana, which is just our final meditation at the end of class. If you want to stretch anything else out, you can take a moment to do that. And feel free to lay down or sit up for your Shavasana. I want to come closer here so I can get our meditation ready. And just get in a comfortable position. And laying down or sitting up. And once you get comfortable, we'll just come back to those long, slow breaths. Taking a few cleansing breaths to begin. Inhaling through our nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And allow your breath to be natural again. With each exhale, we're making a conscious effort to relax our body even further. Checking in with any of those tense and tight areas. And just letting them release each time we let our breath out. Just take a moment here to really focus on your breath. Noticing the coolness of your breath through your inhales and the warmth of your exhales. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your shoulders and your belly each time you cycle through a breath. Just take a moment here. Place one hand over your heart and one hand on your belly. Feeling your heartbeat and feeling your breath. Reminding you of your life and being thankful to have your breath, to have a beating heart. And as you lay here, I would like for you to repeat these affirmations silently to yourself as I say them. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. And take a moment to think about what these words mean to you and what they mean to your life. In times of chaos, we tend to forget that there's peace always within us, and that at any time, at any moment, we can come back to the peace that always lives within our body, within our mind. I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. Breathe in those affirmations. Breathe in peace. Breathe in protectedness. Breathe in calmness. Breathe out worry. Breathe out fear. Breathe out panic. Breathe out doubt. Let the bad things go with each exhale. And let the good things in. If at any time after this practice you start to feel some of that panic, that fear, that worriedness try to creep into your mind and settle into your body, come back to I am at peace. I am protected. I am calm. And everything will be okay. And on your next in breath, start to wiggle those fingers and toes, maybe shift your body from side to side. Just coming back into our body, back into our space. And if you're laying down, you can roll over onto your favorite side. And let's all take a moment here to show some gratitude to ourselves for practicing some self-care today, some self-love. And when you're ready, you can roll up to a comfortable seated position if you're not already there. Facing the palms upward for receiving or downward for grounding, depending on what your body needs. And together, my friends, we'll inhale all the beautiful energies up in our hands, lifting those arms above us in prayer. Exhale, floating all that beautiful energy down to heart center. Thank you all for being here with me. I hope you can feel your peace, your calm, your protectedness now and for many days ahead. Namaste. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me today. This live video will stay on Facebook, so if you need to revisit it, you can. And I'll also upload it on my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is called Black Yogi Nico. So this video will be on there, and then there's also some short videos on there that you can watch. So thank you for your time, thank you for being here, and thank you for your donations. And I'll see you back here next week at the same time. Namaste.